Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Rolene Marks, bringing you your news headlines from Israel, hot off the press, broadcasting from Israel. So without further ado, let's take a look at today's top stories. It is a few days post-election, and we are watching the results with bated breath. And so far, about 99.8% of the votes have been counted. There are still votes being counted by the Electoral Commission. So this is how it looks at the moment with the three biggest parties. The Likud party has 36 seats. The Blue and White, headed by Benny Gantz, has 33. And the Joint Arab List has 15. And the Likud and their right-wing bloc are still at 58, just short of the majority to form a government. Earlier today, Benny Gantz announced that the Blue and White will be pushing forward with the law that would bar Prime Minister Netanyahu from forming a government if indicted, or serving as Prime Minister if indicted. Now, this was something that was brought up during the electioneering and the run-up to the election, but it was unclear if it could be passed because the government was transitional at the time. So we'll see what the High Court says about this, and if Avigdor Lieberman is still going to support it. But what we do have as some good news coming out of the elections is that this now 23rd Knesset will have its highest representation of female MKs, some 28 MKs, which in many opinions is not nearly enough, will be serving in the 23rd Knesset. On to other news, and it is very, very heartwarming to see, and this comes out of speeches given at AIPAC during the course of the last week or so. It has been very heartwarming to hear from the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo. He has said that his country will be considering a permanent envoy or ambassador to be posted to Israel, which will significantly warm ties between Israel and the African country, and adds yet another African country to our growing list of countries on the continent that Israel is forging bilateral ties with. In other good news, the President of Serbia announced that his country will be opening up a governmental office in Jerusalem as a sign of respect to global Jewry. And these are tremendous announcements, and very, very heartwarming. And we encourage as many countries as possible, everybody, to open up their embassies, their trade offices in Jerusalem, our capital. All around the world, we have been following the coronavirus and what is happening with a lot of trepidation and interest. So let's update you what the situation with Israel is. El Al announced today that they will have no choice but to lay off about 1,000 workers. And this is because of the impact of the coronavirus on flights and on business. Israel's number of infected with the coronavirus is now up to 15, although the latest diagnoses show mild symptoms of the virus. And the chief rabbi has gone as far as to say, please do not kiss mezuzot. If you don't know what a mezuzah is the little holy box on the doorposts of Jewish home which contain holy scrolls. And it is Jewish tradition to kiss the mezuzah, or put your hand on the mezuzah and kiss it as a sign of respect. And the chief rabbi has asked that people do not do this while there is still a huge threat posed by the coronavirus. So those are your top stories making headlines, and as the election results come out, we will keep you updated right here on the Israel Brief. But in the meantime, you can check out our content on our website at www.layoftheland.online. We'll have an article posted soon on Israel's relations with Belgium, written by Dave Kaplan. And you can also check us out on Facebook. While you are there, like us, follow us, and share our content. And drop us a comment if you want. We love to hear from you. And remember that you play an important role in not just fighting anti-Semitism, but sharing news from Israel with the masses. And you can do this by visiting our YouTube channel at the Israel Brief and clicking on the subscribe button. And the more subscribers we get, the more we are able to bring Israel's side of the story to the world. So with the Wednesday edition of the Israel Brief, I'm Raylene Marks, and we'll chat again tomorrow.